guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into this. I'm using my Lay and Low paint pot. I'm going to use a Sigma brush to blend that all over my eye. I use a synthetic brush when I'm using a cream. And I'm just blending that all over my eye, going into the other eye, and just making a blank canvas. Okay, I'm starting off with my Juvia's Place palette. I'm starting with that dirty brown looking color, and I'm going to blend that all in my crease and all the way up, and doing the other eye, the crease, and all the way up. I'm using my Sigma blending brush, and now I'm going into my Zulu palette, and I'm using that darker brown shade, and I'm putting that underneath where I put that dirty brown from the Nubian 2 palette, and I'm just blending that all into the crease. Okay, now I'm going into that raspberry looking color in the Zulu palette at the bottom, and I'm using a fluffier brush just to work it into my crease and blending it over some, not all the way. This is not a cut crease look that I'm doing. I'm just concentrating all that color out on my outer V area and just blending. I want a nice blown out effect. Now I'm going into my Morphe 12P palette. I'm going to use that very hot pink color, and then I'm going to go underneath where I put that color from the Zulu palette and concentrating that more on the outer, well, underneath it and onto my lid. Okay, now I went back into the Juvia's Place, the Magic palette, and I went into that lighter color that I pointed to, and then I went into that little darker, not too dark, pink right there, right next to that color, and then I sprayed my brush, and I went back into that first color that's in the inner part of my eye just to brighten it up some. And also went back into that first pink from the Zulu palette just to blend that out. Okay, first I went into this Makeup Forever blue liner I just got. It just wasn't working with the pigment of the color and really shining with that color, so I went in with the Inkblot liner in 88. It just wasn't working. But I redid it the way I did on the other eye, just just so it will be even on both sides. But I would probably have to dip my brush in that eyeliner because it wasn't working for me, or it needs to be on its own and no pigmented color underneath it. So that's me winging out my eyes, and yeah, I really enjoyed this look. Okay, now I'm getting into my face. This is Becca Evermatte with YSL sample of éclat. I'm going to use that all around my face. And then I go into Becca Opal liquid highlighter, and I put that all over my face. And then we get into my foundations, which, okay, getting into my foundation. This is NYX foundation. I use Coca underneath my eyes, and then I went into Deep Rich all over the face. I think you can find both of these foundations on Ulta.com. I think Deep Rich you can only purchase online. I don't think they have it in stores. I really did like the coverage of the foundation. It's just that once it settled, it really emphasized my pores on my cheeks. But I would still use this foundation if I was going out of town. I wanted something full coverage and also light. just really easy breezy, just throw on type of foundation. I really like. I like it for that. I would possibly use like a primer with a pore filler on it first. Okay, now I'm using the LA Girls concealer. This is in Toffee, and I always go right around my nose to start off my contouring of my nose and my chin, my lip, um, my forehead, and down my nose. I don't go all the way down my nose, just that little strip, and then the tip of my nose, and then I blend it out with my beauty blender. And yeah, just blending, 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 blending. Then I go into a brush to blend out my nose. I always do that because I want to be more precise when I contour my nose. So I go into another brush and I just blend my nose, that concealer on my nose. Then I also go into Bobbi Brown's Camel, and I use a flattened brush. I got this brush from Makeup Forever, and I just use that to contour my nose. Then I set up under my eyes with Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium deep. This is like my holy grail right now. I'm just absolutely loving it. Loving, loving, loving. Okay, now I'm going into Anastasia's is it Earth by Anastasia. It's a foundation, but I'm using it to contour with. It is a little bit lighter than what I would really like, but it still worked for me. I would have wished it was a little bit darker, but it still worked, and I think the outcome was really nice. Then I set everything. Well, I set it. I set my contour with Anastasia's contour palette, and then I went into my face powder, which was Bare Minerals face powder in Truffle 29. Then I went into my ColourPop blush, which is in Swift. And then I went into jouer, I'm saying it wrong, I know I am, highlighter in Rose Quartz. And I just put that on my cheeks. And I hope you enjoy this look. And till next time. Hey guys, I'm back and I got my wig on. I finally got into my Juvia's Place palettes. The major ones that I just purchased was this one, the Zulu palette, and I worked with this color and a little of this right there, and also this is the Magic by Juvias. And I got to play with this color, this one, and this pink right here. I majorly went in first with this color, and then I went into my Morphe palette. This is the 12P, and I went into that color right into inner part of my crease. And I'm still underwhelmed with this palette because it's still like, I feel as time, because I think I made lunch for my little cousins and stuff, and I think it's like maybe going on 3 o'clock now, so I feel like the color has like dimmed some since I first put it on, and I put it into the crease. I could have used probably a Makeup Geek eyeshadow. Ooh, I just thought about that. I think it's Cola. I may go into Cola later, but yeah, still kind of, I'm still underwhelmed with that palette. But really like Juvia's. Zulu palette. I am kind of interested, like I need to do some really cool looks with this before summer is gone. But first impressions, first, you know, dipping into it, wasn't bad. I got a little bit of kick up, but not a lot. And I found the eyeshadows to be very pigmented, so I probably, I do want to do like a, what is it, like a sandwich eye. I know I'm doing that. I want to do a sandwich eye next, and probably using this palette, and of course the Magic by Juvias. I also used this palette as well. I went into that color right there to start off into my crease. And a part of my eye, I went into jouer Cosmetics rose quartz, and I think my camera cut off when I was putting this on. And underneath my eye, I went with the same colors that was in this Morphe palette, and with black, a little black on the outer part too, and it was like this pink with this red, and then I put a little bit of black on the outer parts of my eye. Lipstick, I did cut off on that part. I have on Colourpop's Teeny Tiny with a little bit of Anastasia's Pure Hollywood in the center, just to, I just felt that this was a little too dark, and I wanted it to be a little bit more on a lighter side, so I just added a little bit of this light color in the center. First impressions of this foundation. This is the NYX Total Control foundation. It wasn't, I don't think this is bad at all by any means. I do like the fact that I did mix deep, rich, and also cocoa. I put cocoa in the center of my face first, and then I put deep, rich around the edges. Right now I'm extremely shiny because I did put down Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector. This is in Opal. I like the finish, but I do feel like it really, you know, like I'm getting a lot of, like I can see more of my, what is the word for it? I am seeing more of like it's not, my foundation isn't smooth, you know. I'm seeing more, I feel like this is more of a lightweight foundation because it's not really, like I can see like a lot of my pores like around my cheek, and like I don't know, it's just like it's just, I'm not feeling like my foundation is like smooth, and I'm thinking this is full coverage because it did really good to cover up my hyperpigmentation. I don't know, I wouldn't be like I gotta go for these, like I gotta, like if I were going on like a vacation trip or whatever and I wanted to look a little bit natural and not too much done, I would go with this, you know, not trying to be over the top type of foundation, you know, like sometimes you just don't want to do like a matte face or whatever, but I still like it. Maybe because it was, I put this down too, but I do like it. I would probably use a different highlighter. I'm not really digging my highlighter. I feel my highlighter made me look a little bit ashy on my cheeks, so I feel like I'm not getting like the true like bam in my highlighter like I normally have. So I don't know. You tell me how you liking it. And I also used my Ingot liner in 88. I also put down a Duraline, and it made it too smooth, and it was like hell trying to get this on. I also tried out my Mega Forever liner that I cannot find at this moment. The new, it was in a haul I did. I don't know what I did with it. that was just a no-go, because it was good in the inner part of my eye, but then on the outer parts it looked like I ombre'd my eye, like it was light dark here and then it went into like a darker blue, which is fine if that's what I was going for, but it wasn't what I was going for. So the person that I saw her use this color on her Instagram. I'm like, I have to put it in here somewhere because she's amazing. She did kind of like this, but hers was more very dark crease, and then it was like a nude on her eye, and then she winged out with this liner. I wanted to play around with more colors in this palette, so this is my interpretation of her look. But I really like it. And also use my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in Toffee. I use this to highlight. I wish I would with something a little bit darker, maybe, because I'm feeling like my center of my face is a little too bright. Usually I don't go this bright, so I don't know, but I do like the concealer itself. I wish I would have had another color. Okay, that's me bitching about me bitching about my makeup. Again, this hair is Ani Boo. This is 613 blonde. It was, and I dyed it. This color is 220s, a 18, and the 16-inch frontal. I'm going to wash this hair today because it really need a good washing. I haven't washed it in a week. So that's it. That's me talking blah 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 all the time. So I'm gonna go. So thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.